Kick it.
And welcome everyone to the debut of Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. We are coming to you from the Amway Center opening night gala presented by Amway, and it is the official kickoff to the 2010-2011 season, and we are inside this beautiful building. I can tell you what, this is just the atrium, the Disney atrium, and I can't get enough
The
of it.
building is spectacular, but what is more spectacular is the fact that we're on our third season of Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. Our third season.
Right, right. When they came to us and said we're going to do this show, we hit the airwaves with that first episode.
Right.
How many shows after that did you think we'd get to do?
One.
One.
I thought we would get to do one, and now we're running longer than like Alf.
This is incredible.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, what a run. Well, this is an incredible venue. We can't wait to get the season started. Magic made a few changes, brought in a few new additions, but the big noise made this summer by our friends down south in Miami. What happened down there?
They added, you know, LeBron James, Chris
Right.
Bosh. They re-signed Dwayne Wade, and they had this big, a circus is what it was
What
down
was
there. But we were there. We crashed the party, and want you guys to check it out and see what you think.
Well, Dwayne, you could have went anywhere this summer. You chose to remain here in South Beach for the opportunity to play with Shavlik Randolph and also Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Just talk about that opportunity.
This is surpasses a dream come true. You know, you always want to put yourself in the best position possible to be able to win, and you know, have an opportunity to team up with, you know, arguably the best trio to ever play the game of basketball is amazing.
Now, Chris, you lived in Canada for a while. I understand you speak a little French.
See.
All right, Chris, expound on that a little more. Go ahead and speak a little French here for the fans.
Hola. Yo estoy muy bien. Muy bien.
Okay, very good. Now, Chris, I have a little quiz for you. Your favorite dog from a movie, would it be A, Hooch from Turner and Hooch, B, Beethoven, or C, Toto from The Wizard of Oz?
Sí, Toto. Toto.
LeBron, I know what I want to know personally is how many times throughout the summer did people come up to you, approach you, and tell you that you had a pretty disgusting neck beard?
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Hey.
And LeBron, I understand you really like Cuban sandwiches.
That's the only reason I'm here, man.
Just when I thought I couldn't stay in Miami, they would go and do something like that.
Yep,
hate them even more.
Yep, hate them more.
Oh,
hate
my
them
goodness.
more.
Well, you go from one team that we don't care for to another team up north, the Boston Celtics. And Shaquille O'Neal went to the Celtics and has already left his imprint on that club, hasn't he?
Take a look at this.
8-figure stuff. These boys in the locker room about to get all right.
Wow, that was absolutely ridiculous. Well, let's check in with someone who's not ridiculous at all. Kevin Holden is mingling around here with these folks.
Thank you, Dante and George. I am standing here with the man, as I like to call him, Rich DeVos. First of all, how are you doing this fine evening?
Well, for a Happy New Year party, I'm doing pretty good.
All right, now everyone out there knows that this building's been a long time coming. It's been a lot of grand opening events happening. The community seems to have really embraced it. What are your thoughts that this thing is finally finished and we're going to start playing games here?
It just makes me realize what a good town Orlando is and the kind of people you have in Orlando. I was thinking about it as I came over here. When you go to other teams in other cities, they're nasty sometimes, especially if you're a visitor. If my grandchildren go, they say unkind words that are unbecoming of them. Our town doesn't do that to our guests. And we don't boo players violently. We may boo them, but you know, we can't get into it because we respect people too much. And that's the culture of our community, and it has to be that we have respect for other people. Whether they agree with us or the other team, it doesn't matter. They're worthy of our respect.
And it's more than just sports, and that is very well said, but this Amway Center is going to hold many events going into the future. What is your hope moving into the future?
I hope the building creates a culture of love and caring, of building respect for every human being. One party, one color, other, it doesn't matter. We're all God's children, and we all are worthy of respect. And we want to become known as a city that respects our guests. And pretty soon they keep coming because they're all respected here.
Well, you're certainly kicking it off in a great way, and I thank you for taking some time with us.
Well, thank you. I am honored to be here today and be with all of you.
All right, we're honored to have you. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Kevin. We're standing here now with Orlando Magic President Alex Martins, and Alex, here we are. I mean, I'd like to say it was 2 years in the works, but it was a lot more than that, wasn't it?
It's really been 10 years plus in the works, and it's hard to believe that we're finally here after all this time, after all those Amway Center updates that you and I did along the way. It's a great celebration tonight, and it's just a great building, a great testament to our community.
Now, and I've said it to you, and I've said it to Dante and everybody that I can find, to walk around this building and realize that it's ours, it just doesn't feel real.
No, it still hasn't sunk in, there's no doubt. And the great part about it is that, early here in this first week to 10 days that we've been open, the acclaim that the building is getting, and you see them all, George. Right. You're on the road with the team all the time, and it's not an overstatement to say that I think we've got the best building in all of North America, if not in all of the world.
Yeah, I would agree. What I'm going to be interested in is to see if anybody stays in their seat, because there's so many things to do with the Budweiser Baseline Bar and the Gentleman Jack Terrace and the Ozone. I mean, there's just so many things for everybody.
Well, I've been joking that's my biggest concern of the whole building is, there's so many things for people to do. Are they going to be in their seats? Right. But at the end of the day, when you have Magic basketball and we're playing at the level that we're playing at, people will be in their seats to see the great basketball.
That's true.
Well, it's funny you brought that up. He just came from the Budweiser Baseline Bar.
And he was at the Gentleman Jack Terrace before that.
I was. I'm trying to hit them all before this really gets started.
He'll be at the Sky Bar after we finish this
I'm going right now.
Well, listen, have a great time tonight. Thank you so much. This is a great job getting this done. And right now, let's take a look back from the first shovel that was put in the ground for this beautiful Amway Center.
After years of meetings and planning, the momentum for the Amway Center began when the Orlando City Council met on July 23, 2007.
So here we go. I'm going to reserve my comments so we can go ahead and get through this. And any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion indicate so by saying aye. Aye. And Commissioner Wyman was an aye. And those opposed?
No.
And so the motion passes 6-1. Thank you, Commissioner Wyman.
Then on July 26, the Orange County Commission convened to vote on the public building program.
Everybody's ready to make history. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no.
No.
And it's mission accomplished, vision fulfilled. 5-10.
Finally, on July 25, 2008, construction broke ground on the new event center.
Wow. Truly a great day. You all, over the last year, have made a statement to move this city forward to make it even more special than it already is.
Please join me as together we count down to the very first of those memorable moments.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On August 5, 2009, the new event center gained a corporate partner and an official name.
We are very excited today to announce a continued partnership between the Orlando Magic and a very important corporate partner. I ask you to please direct your attention to my right. Welcome to the Amway Center.
Leaders from the Magic, City of Orlando, and Orange County celebrated a construction milestone in November of 2009, the topping off ceremony, an event that celebrates the raising of the final steel beams of the Amway Center, completing construction of the building's 3,000-ton roof.
Just over a year ago, we stood on this ground with many of you and broke ground on this great facility. And now today we reach another milestone, the topping out of this great 875,000 square foot entertainment epicenter for Central Florida.
The Amway Center met another milestone as the traditional Royal Flush was held September 8, 2010. The purpose of the Drano Royal Flush event was to observe sanitary sewer flows, water consumption, and pressure in and around the arena. October 1st, 2010, the Amway Center opens, and the public is invited into their new home.
Coming up next on Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante, it's the premiere edition of the Q Report with Magic forward Quentin Richardson. Plus, Magic fans gear up at the new Orlando Magic Team Shop presented by Adidas. Check out the full line of Magic merchandise with an extensive variety for men, women, and children. Now available at the new Orlando Magic Team Shop presented by Adidas. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7 p.m. at Amway Center.